body image. I have been seeing a lot of videos around YouTube, not just in the pagan community, but in general, about body image. And this is something I kind of wanted to talk about because I've had some issues with that myself in the last couple of years. I have, for anyone who has not been reading my blogs over the years or has seen any of my old YouTube videos on my old YouTube channel, I have osteogenesis imperfecta type 1, which is brittle bones, and it has led to, my health issues have led to weight issues, and my weight has yo-yoed up and down my whole life. And until recently, until the last couple of years, it didn't really bother me as far as making me shy away from cameras or anything like that. And I have gone in the last 10 years from weighing 300 pounds to down to 135 pounds to 175 pounds up to 255. And now I am currently, are you ready for this one? I'm sitting at 200. You're like, oh my god, a woman just admitted her weight. Like the earth is going to shatter and, you know, the roof will cave in or something. I don't have a problem with admitting my weight. I should maybe, but I don't. I've gotten used to having to because of my health issues. For when you're in the hospital and they have to drug you up, basically they ask you for your weight. Need a little coffee, hang on. And you can see this is one of my scars right here. There's I don't know if you can see that or not. There's the other half of the one. And that's a scar I got when I was 17 years old. I have scars on both my ankles. I have a scar on my ribs from being in a car accident. I have the latest scar from 2 knee surgeries because of a shattered kneecap. I have a 6-inch scar that runs from the middle of my thigh, or I should say, yeah, the middle of my thigh down my leg through my shin. But between the injuries and the weight gain, I recluded, is that even a word? Recluded? Well, if it's not a word, I'm saying it anyway. Maybe I've just made up a word. I don't know. Inside myself, I kind of pulled away from society. I didn't want my picture taken. This is something I love to do, making videos. Whether I'm sitting here trying to participate in conversations via videos on YouTube, or whether I am being a silly goofball and hanging out with friends and making little comedy skits and or doing DVD reviews, which is, you know, what I used to do. I love being on camera. I adore it. I'm not very good at it, but I love it. I have fun. And isn't that the point of life, to have fun? When you have any kind of insecurity or self-doubt, it sucks all the fun out of your life. And for me, with this last injury, I literally, in about 2.5 months, went from weighing 175 pounds to 255 pounds. That's a lot. And it was a very difficult time physically, emotionally, mentally for me, having to go through the surgeries, and then dealing with the will I ever walk again? Will I walk properly? Will I ever, so you have that, and then you have the physical scars and physical weight gain. I hated myself. I hated what I saw in the mirror. And today is, ironically, 3 year anniversary since the knee injury. So it's kind of a reason I wanted to do this now, was to talk about this. I'm finally feeling good enough with myself and accepting myself to want to do videos again, to want to have my picture up on the internet again, to want to wear something that's not my pajamas. When it comes to being a magical person, whether you are a witch, a druid, a Wiccan, whatever you classify yourself as, there is a lot of, you wouldn't think about it at first thought, first glance, but there is a lot to do about the idea of the way you present yourself, whether it's the way you present yourself to society to represent being a witch, a magical spellcasting type person. And some traditions have rules on how you have to dress and all that. Some covens and then there's the idea of having the gods notice you, for those who know what I'm talking about. And I just made that sound so egotistical, and I don't mean it that way. There are some traditions, and again, some covens and that, who I have talked to many years ago, and they very much focused on having yourself done up at all times. Hair and makeup and whatever, it's to be noticed by the gods. So self-image, there's a lot of pressure to look the part, even when you don't feel the part. If I'm making any sense now at all, I'm probably rambling beyond recognition. So maybe I will stop that here. And one more little point there. These videos, I will do them when I kind of feel up to it. And I was trying to psych myself up for this today, to do this, which involved going and getting out of my pajamas and putting on some real clothes and attempting to, my hair just did not work. Sorry, it just got a mind of its own. And I was like, well, if you're just going to do such and such that you're going to talk about, you could do this and point the camera away from yourself and just have your voice. I don't want to do that. Part of the reason I've come back to doing videos is for the image, for me, for self-acceptance. That if I keep telling myself, sorry, if I keep telling myself, I'll do this when I've lost another 10 pounds, I'll do this when this, I'll never do it, because tomorrow will never come. And I guess that's another thing. Why put off for tomorrow what you can struggle through today? Okay, I don't know if this is going to make any sense when I try to edit it together, but There you go. There's a piece of me.